4 Stück noch.
Grant takes Jessica to where he stashed the rest of the Utopia pages to complete the comic, and they can't drive.
Ich habe halt das Achievement auch bevor ich die letzte weg
If
habe.
that
Oder das
isn't the
Achievement
most
kam früher.
mundane
Hat
reason
ihm noch
why
nicht
they have to
gezählt.
travel on foot, I don't know what is. In the red zone,
Vielleicht
Michael
weil sie
returns to the tent to
beieinander
see the sick
sind.
girl is healthy, not knowing she's been swapped out.
Jetzt habe ich auch das Achievement.
It's actually comedic how he buys, how quick she
Ich sehe noch
recovered.
Straßen.
Even if she wasn't infected, that rash would take days to
Ach du Scheiße, ist der weit weg. Das ist nicht gut.
Das habe ich mir auch gerade gedacht.
Aber du hast jetzt eine Straße mehr als ich, ne? Du hast 74 auf 73.
Ja, wie viel? Wie weit ist deine weg?
Ich habe noch ein paar Straßen, ich gucke gerade noch. Eine davon ist 3,7 Kilometer weg und die andere ist auf der anderen Seite der Map.
Okay, no fast travel, ja?
Ja.
Ich glaub mal, das erste, was der Jan jetzt macht, X drücken, Fast Travel.
Ich darf ja nicht fast traveln. Also nur zu bestimmten Dingen. Aber das macht ja auch keinen Sinn am Ende. Ich habe alles aus der Map auf der Map ausgeblendet und da ist keine Zeit, dass ich X drücken kann auf der Map und alles wieder einblenden kann. Geht nicht.
Ja,
No time.
Genau. Weil da hinfahren ja auch
ist viel schneller.
Ist, ja.
Ich habe 2 Straßen entdeckt, die ich noch nicht habe.
Mhm.
This is not how the public would react to a vaccine.
Ah, die sind weit
Trust
entfernt.
me. I know.
Weit
I live in the UK,
entfernt.
where 5G towers are slowly killing everyone. You need campaigns and expert advice to convince the public, especially the more paranoid. If anything, this girl comes across like a crisis actor. If I saw this on TV, I'd be more hesitant than anything. At the mansion, Jessica instructs everyone to drink 1 shot of whiskey an hour, apparently keeping them alert but not totally absorbed in fear. I think a shot of whiskey is going to affect a tall adult male a lot more than a
Ich glaube, in 4 war das aber auch so, dass man die andere Straße entdecken konnte, weil die eine auf dem Eissee war.
Na, es war glaube ich ein Board nur.
Gab es aber nicht auch eine Straße hier entdeckt?
Ich glaube nicht.
War das nicht die Straße? Diese Beschleunigungsdings? War
Das war keine Straße, ne, das war nur, also, nee, war keine Straße. Das war keine Straße auf der Map auf jeden Fall, da kommt man sich nicht direkt hin teleporten. Bleib. Heute kann ich nicht reden. Nicht mehr.
Tryhard ist zu krass, ja.
Jo.
Dein Hirn ist komplett gefried davon jetzt, Alter.
It's so poorly written. The FDA lady wants to take the vaccine away to run trials on it. Something that could take months, but would ensure it's safe for everyone to take. But then Michael pulls a complete 180, saying that there are kids dying, and why can't we just mass produce the vaccine now? He's doing the harvest's job for them here. He isn't even being pressured to say this, it's genuinely what he thinks. He's ran tests on the vaccine in his basement lab, but surely he'd want someone with financial backing like the FDA to make sure that there were no errors. We cut to Arby, who's waiting to be activated for a mission. We briefly saw him in the UK version, waiting in a grimy motel room. Something most people would hate, but for him, it's all he's needed, as he's never had any wants or comforts until he learned about his past. Here, they just have stacks of raisins, and him watching cartoons like a man-child with loads of rocks on a shelf. Remember that toner-like nice Arby had that played into the story? Him and Jessica both had one, given by their father, Philip, and even Milner had one for safekeeping. The entire reason why Jessica clocked on that Milner wasn't to be trusted...
Oh, ich hab dich überholt! Ich hab dich überholt, Broski!
It's like they saw Utopia, but then they laid on the mute button.
So, jetzt noch 4 Kilometer.
Arby also uses a police scanner to find out where stuff is happening, which, you know, is
4 Kilometer bis zur 76.
they wouldn't have near the reach the Harvest have. Having access
Ah nein, Baum!
to CCTV and facial recognition. Jessica wouldn't be on the system, but Grant definitely would. Also, back at the Angry Mob, Dr. Christie shows up, accompanied by a royalty-free cheer sound effect. He didn't even need to show up. These two morons have convinced the whole country on their own. He grabs a megaphone and starts shouting how bad the FDA are, like it's some kind of Big Brother parody.
76.
Mhm. Ich sofort auf.
Weißt du, wo die 77 ist?
Nee. Du weißt, wo die 77 ist?
Nee.
Okay.
You know what? I didn't want to let you guys take a possibly dangerous
76?
vaccine, but because you asked so nicely, Oh, go on then. Jessica and Grant are still
Das sind bestimmt so kleine Drecksstraßen jetzt, ne? Oder so kleine Teile von Straßen, die man nicht mehr sieht.
Because that's the book Gillian Flynn wrote, who made the show. It's like that time Bioshock Infinite had Star Wars advertised outside a cinema because Irrational Games also made Star Wars. At Alice's house, they're both being questioned by police as they found footage of Grant entering the
Nachdem
home.
ich gerade die hier
Officer
übersehen
Alex
habe,
Tuttle, here with the juvenile services liaison.
zweifle ich ein bisschen an
Nathan
meinem
wanted me to drop by, talk to the girl.
It's obviously Arby,
Kill.
but this time he just straight up kills all the police.
Strafen zu erkunden.
I mean, I don't mind the change, but the UK version had a lot more tension because we knew Arby was with the network, but you were never sure when he was going to strike. He posed as a policeman to earn everyone's trust. It would have been cool to see him appear with a disguise and a fake badge, and the cops would slowly have clocked on that he's not being honest. We'd have so much more to work with instead of just putting everyone to sleep in the first 15 seconds. Also, instead of Alice not knowing where Utopia is because Grant took it moments prior, leading to confusion and ultimately a standoff, Alice just gives Utopia to him straight away, and he kills Alice's mom regardless. He then aims the gun at Alice, but oh no, guys, he can't.
Aber wir haben das ja bei 73 getriggert.
This doesn't even make
Ja,
sense
und
about
jetzt
his
gibt's ein paar
character.
Straßen, die
He
jetzt
has
im
no
Sommer gefallen
compassion
sind.
for anyone. He's devoid of emotion because of
Ja,
what
wie
his
gesagt,
dad
ich
did
glaube
to
da
him
noch
as a
nicht so
child.
ganz, wa?
The only reason he freaks out killing that one child is because he's holding a box of raisins, something he grew up with, his only real source of comfort, and it tapped into something his brain had been blocking out for most of his life. But with Alice, in general, he just feels sorry for her. I killed your mum, but here's a peanut butter sandwich. I haven't cut the crusts off. Instantly after, Arby reads about himself in Utopia, how he was as a child and experimented on to feel no compassion. The main
Nix, das ist gut. Alt F10. Ich kann das auf YouTube hochladen. Das war schön.
Like waterboarding and pretending to shoot him. I mean, you probably could have put him in front of a Dream music video and
Oh ja, ich habe auch noch eine Straße entdeckt. Also eine gibt's noch, mindestens.
An accident. Philip tried to inhibit violence, but it ended up doing the exact opposite, making him a husk. One thing I don't like is how obvious the American comic is, with Mr. Rabbit literally saying, "We did it, we created a monster." While the
Und du? Noch nicht
UK
entdeckt?
just has this scrawny
ich habe auch
rabbit
einen entdeckt.
holding
Ja?
raisins to a
Ja.
soulless
Sehr gut.
child. Arby only even realized
Wie weit?
because of the raisins. Jessica and
100
Grant
Meter.
turn up to the house.
Ah,
Jessica
nein.
not even checking her corners, so Arby totally deserves to get the jump on her.
Where is Jessica?
He obviously
Ich hab
doesn't
gelogen.
want to
700
hurt
Meter
her,
war der
given
Blitzerscheiß.
loads of chances
1,5
to kill her.
Kilometer.
Not even
Oh.
a gun at her in one of the takes. They just have a boring choreographed fight which goes against the gritty realism
So,
of
77?
show's fights, being unpredictable and usually a complete mess. Basically, Arby has had a complete 180 and now wants to help
78! Woo! Ja, baby!
or even about it. He just
Jeez.